Hi, and welcome to Data Popcorn. I love lightning talks and blasting through things quickly. Here we're going to talk about some new functionality in SQL Server 2025 and Azure SQL Database, fuzzy string matching functions. And so here's who I am. I'm Ed Pollack. I'm a data platform MVP, and I do a whole lot in the data space. I love what I do here. It's a lot of fun. I do hope to see you at future events that I'm at. So what is this all about? 4 new functions that were added that basically allow us to compare and contrast strings. The beauty of these is they're fast, they're deterministic, they use very, very well-known, well-established algorithms, which is great. Very, very fast, simple, easy to use, and it's not AI. So if you don't need to like plug in models and do things like that. This is very fast, very simple, very effective. And here they are, the 4 functions. Edit distance basically gives you a difference in characters between string 1 and string 2. Gyro Winkler does the exact same thing, except that it puts a preference on the prefix. So if prefixes match, you get a better score. The distance is number of characters, similarity is a percentage. Best way to do this is just to demo it, right? So let's jump right on in. Here is some text we're going to compare. If I were to say compare the distance between grandeur and grandeur, I get 1. Very, very close, only 1 character apart. Edward and Eduardo, very close as well, only 2 characters apart. SQL Server and Postgres, there's no characters in common, therefore it's a distance of 8. If your string is 8 characters long, you can get a score as high as 8. That's pretty much how this looks. The similarity is a percentage. So same examples here, but with similarities, I'll get a number that's between 0 and 100. So grandeur and grandeur, about 88% similar. Edward and Eduardo, about 71% similar, and SQL Server and Postgres 20%. This allows you to very easily compare strings, text, and to see what are the top search results when we really just want a very simple, straightforward way of doing so. Gyro Winkler distance, same idea as before. The numbers come out the same way. The only difference is that if the first characters are the same, you get a better score. If there's more characters that are the same, that score gets even better. So for example, grandeur and grandeur are only 0.025 apart because the first 6 letters are the same. So they're very, very similar. Edward and Eduardo, pretty good score as well. Very low because, again, the first 2 letters are the same. SQL Server and Postgres, still very far apart because there's no matching characters in the beginning at all. And the similarity takes it and gives you a 0 to 100, which can be convenient. I just want a percentage, give me a percentage. It's going to still be relatively the same, just easier to use. You know what the min and max can be. Grandeur and grandeur, 98% similar. Very, very close. Edward and Eduardo, 88%. Very close, not quite as close, but very close because the first letters match. And SQL Server and Postgres, not that similar at all. So relatively speaking, you can compare between these and get back results that are meaningful when matching strings. So this is new functionality available in SQL Server 2025 and Azure SQL Database. These functions allow you to very quickly, efficiently, highly performantly, whatever, well-performing functions that will allow you to compare and contrast strings and see how similar they are. How close are they? How far apart are they? Or what percentage similar are they? 0, 100, or something in between. All the algorithms are very well known. You can go on the internet, look them up, and learn all about how they work. They're not even that complicated. You don't even need a ton of math to figure it out. And they're really cool to learn about if you're interested. And the string SQL you used to use before, way more complex than this. Way simpler, way easier to use, faster, and better. So test these on out. You may find they're a great way to solve problems. We're looking for a very simple, very fast solution. You don't want to jump into AI yet and complex stuff. You want simple. This is simple. So enjoy new functions, and I do hope to see you around at future events. Bye.